Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we are playing a Platinum Mythic ESPER deck that focuses on legendary creatures. Is it true that the US government is willing to pay your tax refund in Magic the Gathering packs? Stay tuned to find out. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, Lord Commander of the giant ice wall that protects the United States of America from those frozen heathens to the north, Dr. Yukon Socket. Yes, thank you. You are too kind. I still love you, Canada. You can't suck it. Word to your mama. So I am broadcasting to you once again from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on magic.gg off the Platinum Mythic list from yesterday or something to that effect. All right, so what is this deck? Well, it is an Esper deck, and it is loaded with legendary creatures. And the weird thing about it is that there's not really much going on with legendary as far as I could tell. You know, there's usually a bunch of guys that say, whenever you play a legendary creature or it gets killed or something like that, you bring it back from your graveyard or make it into a token. None of that. It's like there was at one point like this idea you could do a bunch of stuff with legendary creatures, and eventually you got rid of all that stuff and all that was left with a bunch of legendary creatures. But in my playtests, the deck still works really well. So let's take a look at what we got going on here. So this particular guy, the best thing about him, I mean, sure, he's got toxic, right? Whatever. But the fact that he has the ability to give any one of your dudes protection from color until the end of turn. This one here makes non-creature spells cost more, which is so annoying if you're playing against it. And considering the fact that like every single one of our cards is a creature, it will not affect us. The only one that's not a creature is Go for the Throat, and that's the difference between 2 and 3 mana. Not that big of a deal. This creature is unblockable and will draw a card when it deals damage to a player. This guy has lifelink and protects your graveyard. This guy will make, as long as you're attacking with 5 or more soldiers, which I don't think you could ever do, considering the fact that we only have legendary creatures and only like 2 of them are soldiers. So I don't think that effect will ever happen. So it's basically just a flying 3/2. I don't really understand why he's in here. We got Gix, who will help you draw cards. Raffine will draw you cards and make your dudes bigger. Sholdred will punish people for drawing cards and give you life for drawing cards. And Ertai is your control, who either counter spells or will destroy target creature or planeswalker. Lastly, we got Ao, the Dawn Sky, which is just a vigilant 5/4 flyer. But when it dies, you get to grab permanents from the top of your library and put it into the battlefield, or +2/+2 counters on every permanent you control. So pretty decent. And then we got like a truckload of pain lands, which are the devil, yet they're not so much of a nuisance I'm willing to get rid of them yet. So that's the deck. It's just a bunch of utility all wrapped up in a bunch of legendary creatures. Is that good enough to win with? Platinum Mythic list says yes. All right, so what are we going to do with this deck? We are going to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and hear the lamentation of the women. And we're playing against Ajonis. Ajonis. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's keep it. Thalia is always good to get out early. All right, Ajonis. It's your mushrooms. There, Cubert. How you doing, my friend? There's some Energon cubes for you. 2 or fewer. This guy playing with forests? Is that what we got here? Bulgari, maybe? Alright, Thalia. All attack. You can block if you'd like. I'd be cool with that. No blocks. Number 4, let's get a little Raffine action here. And all in. Put an unblockable guy. We gotta get rid of 2 cards. 1 and 2. He can kill it, but he has to put both of his guys up to be able to do so. Really, the Weaver Harmony is probably the one I'd want to take out. Nice. Okay, what are we discarding? Yeah, I can play these guys from the graveyard. I guess for their disturb abilities. Draw another card. Ooh, he's even back his big boy to block. Let's put out the Plaza of Heroes. That'll be cool. We'll put out a AO. Okay, can't play another one of those. Can't play another one of those. We'll let it go. Down to 7. Get rid of the Pain Land. It might be too little too late for the Kamiya Transients. She's soldier, certainly is. That's not a soldier, is it? Werewolf, Sphinx Demon, Dragon Spirit. And we win! Victory! Alright, we're playing against brunopao. Brunopao. 1, 2. Is that enough? No. Mulligan. Still stuck with 2. I keep it this time. And we'll ditch the dragon. That might is toxic. He's come to get you. All creatures. Yeah, you suck, Bruno. Victory. Alright, playing against Mimsy. 3, let's go. Alright, my first turn is going to be Thalia. Three can get us into the Schemer. Of course, I can't attack now. Alright, put out the Suspicious Stowaway. No attacks. I put out a Raffine in for the attack. Let's pop that guy. Get rid of the Pain Land. Alright, so what is this guy doing here? I mean, obviously it looks like he's playing zombies. All right, 1 and 2. Because everybody else is just too awesome. Leave out the guy that's causing him damage every turn. You got what it takes. I'll attack. Bump it up. Put out the land. And a Thalia. Alright, he's down to 7. Okay, now you're going to be twice then, huh? You going to kill your own guy? Nope, you're not. And we win. Boom, boom. Goes the room. All right, we're playing against MikeyB. 1, 2, 3. Let's keep it. Painland, Painland. What is this thing? Just nothing but Painlands? Pretty much. Yeah, it's just Painlands. Alright, let's make it harder for him to do things. Alright, 3 gets into a Seer. Pay the blood price. All in. And we're going to give up on Mr. Expensive there. It's got Ward, honey bunny. Touch the precious. Touched it. I touched it. Another land. All right, let's give up on a pain. No, that's not a pain land, is it? Unfortunately, I like this stuff too much. Next. There's a guy you can pin down. You can pay the extra now. All right, 1 life, 1 card. Well, that's an instant. That's an instant. That's a copy. All right, let's give up on the copy. I like that he only has 3 mana. That's pretty cool. Really needed that treasure troll, apparently. All right, my turn. There we go. Kiki-jiki. Lob it over, Ertai. That was a bunch of land. What do we got left here? 1, 2. Can't do anything with those, okay. All right, he's got 3 life left. I can't bounce anything back. Everything dies. All right, so this costs 3, and I have 3 left. That wasn't cool. That's totally cool. Alright, you're dead, Senor Snotty Pants. You just don't know it. You're dead man walking. Oh, the humanity! That's a land, baby. That thing's also a little too big for me now is a problem. Oh, if I die now, this is going to suck. Lob. He didn't like anything in his hand. Still doesn't like anything in his hand. I gotta, at this point, I gotta remind myself to take a breath. One more mana. Alright, so he's going to jump in front. Kill that. Next to damage. Put out a Shouldered. And win the game. Touchdown! Lava Bears. Victory! All right, we got 4 land. Let's keep it. I don't like this card. I really don't. I mean, he's a 2/3 for 2 with lifelink. I guess that's great. I'm willing to throw her away all the time. All right, pain, pain, pain. Well, I just did everything I could do not to put out Dennick there, didn't I? Cut that life gain engine in half. All right, we got a 3/3 out. Draw some cards, hopefully. Might have to say Ertai for whenever he puts out the inevitable spirit of whatever, that spirit of life gain. Yes, I am allowed to touch you. Don't wave me away. Don't make me hurt you, baby. Look who's back, everyone. All right, take the action. Nice. All right. Shouldered it up. If you couldn't take out Gith, he's not going to take out Shouldered. Let me take my 2 life, my friend. There's no getting around it at this point. He looks to me like he's got a Wandering Emperor up his butt. Shoulder's going to stay back. Yeah, this guy's going to Wandering Emperor. I can always counterspell it. That'll be fun. Nope, they just lose. Okay. Alright, sure. Victory! Alright, so here we are with lots of legends and an aggressive mid-rangey legend deck made with Esper colors. And it ended up being an incredibly good deck. Let's see, what did I end up getting here? 80% win rate. So, like I said, I picked this up off of the Platinum Mythic list. It's going to be a winner. This deck definitely was a winner. It was competitive as all hell. So, who was the hero of the deck? To me, the biggest hero, like the early game hero, Thalia. Thalia just holds people back, and they hate her. It's like you got this other big dude right next to her. If they get a creature kill, they go after Thalia. Basically, having her hold everything back basically tax your opponent. Non-creature spells. That she looks like she has like a Batman symbol on her chest. I never realized that till now. It's not. It's just the way her armor's done. But to me, out of just casually looking at it, I look like Batman. I'm albino Batman. Really long hair. She is like the hero of the early game. Second, Raffine comes in, and that's the other person they want to take out so badly because he's drawing you cards and pumping your dudes up. So, yeah, those are the real heroes there. Those are the MVPs. So, congratulations, you two. You've done your best. So, other than that, was this deck competitive? And I already said yes, absolutely, it was competitive. We got it off the Platinum Mythic list. That automatically makes it a competitive deck. But me playing this deck, having an 86% win rate, is just phenomenal. So yes, this is a super competitive deck. Was it fun? Yeah, unfortunately, it was fun. Because, it was kind of weird. The deck felt like it should have been more fun. There should have been more stuff going on. Because you had these really great cards. They're legendary. It seemed like you should have been able to make use of that. But it didn't. It didn't do it. But even so, your deck was always out there. It was always doing something. And it was controlling and being very aggressive. And I appreciate that in a deck. And the fact that it's pretty much just creature means you're always putting something out. The only card that's not a creature is Go for the Throat. The thing that killed me the most was the Pain Lands. Somebody loves Pain Lands. I would never make a deck with a single Pain Land in it. But this deck is just lousy with it. And it's just so much pain you're causing yourself all the time. I wonder if I could do even better without them, or if you really do need the speed that those things provide you. Regardless of it, the trade-off wasn't an issue. Just like the fact we're playing with so many copies of Legendaries, and yet it wasn't a problem to me. As a matter of fact, I didn't mind it, because a lot of times I won't throw away good cards. But when I'm playing with Legendaries, it's just like, look, I got one out. This thing is just a big lump of crap in my hand. Let's just throw it away when it's time to start, throwing away cards. So therefore, playing with Raffine, I didn't really mind throwing away pretty good cards if I already had them out. So maybe it did work out better that way. It's hard to say. It just felt weird, like there wasn't enough legendary interaction going on. Was the deck interesting? And see, that's where I think the problem came from. It was interesting just in the cards that are being played. The fact that it was all legendary creatures, I mean, and creatures at that, that we had a nice mix amongst the 3 different types. We had a little bit of Obi-Wan in here. Is there anybody else that's from Obi-Wan? Checking real quick. Doesn't look like it. But it's got a nice mix over the current meta. And it worked fantastically. And also it was weird, there was no planeswalkers. That's another weird thing that we didn't see there. I mean, I guess that the fact they're all creatures means that Thalia's non-creature spell thing didn't affect you at all. You know, whatevs. I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but still, it worked out really well. So was it interesting? Yeah, it was. Just because of the weird cast of characters that were involved in the making of this deck. So it was totally competitive, very fun, and for the most part, fairly interesting. I got to give it an A+. It has big checkboxes in all 3 categories. And so as federal law dictates, this deck is so choice. I highly recommend you pick one up should you have the means. That is all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later.